Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Divine Goddess Tarot. My name is Jessica. Let's go ahead and get straight to it with the energies for the week for you. This will be your overall energy for the week for Sagittarius. So let's see, that one right there. So we've got the ocean of eternal love. So that is beautiful. Let's see what your higher self or your future self, what information and guidance perhaps that could be assisting you for the week. The Hedge Witch, wisdom, secrets, and hidden love. Oh, I love that. Some of you might have a love coming in for you, or you're starting something new, or you're in a relationship and you get to restart a flame, right? Angelic assistance, divine guidance, and loving support. I love that. And last but not least will be your action for the week, or non-action actually. So here is that wisdom, retirement. We will see what that entails. So let's define all of these messages with more clarity through tarot. Right there. Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. And right, I'm feeling, well, that one and these. So the Sun, 10 of Cups, and there's a little underlying energy with the 5 of Pentacles. Very caution, right? We need some caution during shadow retrograde. King of Cups, Chariot, and the 2 of Pentacles. All right, your guides. Angels, goddesses, gods, devils, demons, any of your celestial energies that support you, even, yes, your devils and your demons. So we've got the Knight of Cups. Everything is part of it, the equation. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Because the dark energies, remember, the heavy energies are just as much there to push us as the light. We're here for the resistance. We're here for the contrast. So we have Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Hierophant, and 2 more, please. King of Pentacles. Right. Oh, I felt it right there. 2, actually. Right there. So we've got the 10 of Swords and the Tower. So we definitely have some caution coming up. With some different messages here. So we're going to start over here with your overall energy for the week. The ocean of love, healing, creativity, and fertility. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is very beautiful. It's very, this is something that you can say is karma. You could say if someone has gotten, it can relate to money. I am seeing some pentacles here. I also feel, though, that this is also could be love with all of the loving support, but we've got retirement here. So perhaps this is the energy of loving oneself and feeling worthy enough to produce the desired outcome with monetary gain. So I am seeing the Sun. This is beautiful, happy, joyful energy. This is success. You're starting out with just this beautiful energy of you've got this. And so for those that are already seeing it, keep on with the energy. For those that are like, I am not seeing that right now, the point is to really go into the healing aspect of not only that you're worthy, but setting the intention of the energy before you actually see it in the 3D. You've got the 10 of Cups here, which is, this is coming all to fruition. This is your energy of either a really great week or whatever you have in the books, in the works. You've got retirement here. You've got the King of Pentacles here and the Queen. This to me is a lot about money this week for you, Sag. And this energy is success. And this is perhaps you've created a nest egg for you and your family. You've created something for retirement. If you're here going, I haven't done that yet, this is the message to get started. This is the message to make some changes in your life, to to consult with a financial advisor so that you can create a plan. The Five of Pentacles energy is perhaps the shadowy aspect if you have not done these things, that you're feeling very out in the cold in it. This is something that there's a part of your egoic self that is not allowing you to believe that you can have these things, and that's just not true. This is a belief system that they're out in the cold, they are there at the church, the lights are on, all they have to do is ask for assistance. So if you're feeling like, well, this isn't my story at all, I'm feeling on the completely other way around, this is your card telling you it's because you can't see it yet. It's time to go ask someone for some assistance, for guidance, for your pentacles, for your money, for your retirement, for your future. So it's about creating a plan. And that's really the purpose of Mercury going into retrograde. And the shadowy time is it's showing us parts of ourselves that deserve change. And we've got to step into that, or we have those tower moments, which we've got that going on over here. So with going to the Hedge Witch, Herb Wisdom, Secrets, and Hidden Love, yes, this definitely could also be an indicator of love, because like I said, love and money are very closely related. We really have a way of judging our lives based off of the successes of love and money. And so even if we're not successful in love and we've got money, we're like, well, we got this, right? Like we really, and then if we've got love, we have a tendency of going, well, we have this. And so we really base the success off our life. But the reality of it all is that we can have it all. And abundance is our birthright. It is very God and goddess energy. It is, look at our universe, look at our beautiful earth and how it reflects to us the abundance of life and our birthright. And so it's really asking us to step into our feelings about these things and get clear, and some of us have already gotten very clear, and so keep going, and others it is the encouragement to ground into that King of Cups energy and knowing your feelings, knowing what you're creating, getting clear on the worthiness of being lovable, being worthy to receive your pentacles or love or partnership. And when we do that, because your future, your higher self is saying you've got this, you just got to believe in yourself. And that's what this, I feel so much what this Chariot energy is. I mean, this is a Cancer card, and that is very, very motherly energy to almost like that magician. You've got the ability with the balance of your emotions and feelings to create what you want, but you've got to get clear on what you know that you are capable of creating. It's feeling self-love. That self-love of abundance is so important. And what I mean by that is we've got to feel worthy enough to be able to have money. We accept the love we think we deserve. Well, we accept the money we think we deserve too. And there's no difference in that. And so this is being prepared. This is being he's all in his army for the Chariot. He's set for what his plan is. He's already got a plan in motion. And so that's what I'm really feeling when it comes to money. When you see retirement, it's a plan. It's a plan that's made a long time ago. And it's never really too late, really, because there's people all the time that in their 40s and in their 50s and in their 60s, they set something in motion for their future. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing to do. A lot of people don't have their stuff together, in their 20s and barely in their 30s. It's usually when you're in your 40s that you go, okay, well, now I know who I am and what I want, and some things have changed in my life, and now I'm going to get clear. And now that's setting off to do so. And the Sphinxes are here for a lot of things. They're not moving. They're not tied to anything. And I really feel that you've got towers in the background right here in that. And so you can really see that all the things are lined up for you, for the universe, and in the lessons and the obstacles, and sometimes those unmovable forces, it feels like but he knows where he's going. So it's not to look at those things. It's about balance. It's about having foresight. It's about having a plan, and just knowing that where you're going. Balance is very important when it comes to money matters, as well as romance. And if we're not in balance between living the life we want, or love and relationships, and one takes precedence over the other, we become very imbalanced. So it's no different than our feminine and masculine energies. If we are imbalanced in those, we don't create effectively. In fact, we create a lot of chaos in our life, or we're exhausted. And it's no different if we are working too much and not playing enough, we're not taking the time to heal and recuperate, we become very imbalanced and we burn out. So balance is really the energy here for your higher self is really create balance in your life, create balance. And you'll know if you're in disharmony in some way or another. Angelic assistance, divine guidance, and loving support. This is beautiful. And your guides, you've got to ask for assistance. And you've got to give permission for your guides and all of your spiritual support to intervene. Give that guide that permission. Ask for the guidance. Ask for the assistance in that. And when we do, we've been getting this a lot in this line of your higher self. Your higher self. A lot of people are in the oneness of being very sure-footed in the steps that they take, and having that full cup of knowing you've got that guidance and loving support backing you. And you can move with confidence and sure step that you are headed in the right direction. And the Queen of Pentacles is here. She is also loving. She is all about creating what she wants, but she does it in such a gentle but very fertile way. Like there's rabbits in here. There's she's got flowers. Everything is plentiful. It's knowing this. It's knowing that you have the ability to do it, but have the compassion and love that's also deserved. It's all about balance. So that is so beautiful. When you go into the Six of Swords here, it's about getting on the boat. It's about movement. It's about action. If there's change that's deserved, if there's a plan that you've got to do some different things, if this is that murky, rough water, you're moving into the smoother water, but you've got to get in the boat. You've got to make change. And so in change, when we do something different, we get a different result. And so I'm really seeing with that card that we've got to get in the boat. So retirement, same thing. I'm really just feeling like, this is something and retirement is also an ending of something. You've got the Ten of Cups here. What did I also see? You've got the Ten of Swords here. So there's burden here, and then there's cups. So you've got the Ten of Swords here. So it's some endings and beginnings, right? And you've got the World here. So you've got some tens here, and I feel like there's just cycles. So you're going to retire things out of your world, and you're going to move into something else. And it could be just a retirement of an old job. Like you're ending a cycle. You're ending something that isn't working. And it could be also a relationship. When you think of love, it's about looking at your life, especially during Mercury retrograde, and seeing what isn't working. It's looking at your agnostics and just what isn't working, and what gets to be changed, and what is deserving of looking further into. This is going into mastery. So the Hierophant, this can be old constructs of government, and it can be religious beliefs, things like that. Perhaps it's doing something new that your father didn't do or your mother didn't do, and getting away from this old way of being. But I'm also hearing initiation into something different, and we do that through a process of initiation. Then we become an apprentice, and then we become a master. So perhaps it's you know, if it is a job, it is, you got to start something new, and it is rough. It is doing something different. It is perhaps packing all you've got, simplifying life so you can live your passion and work something new. It's leaving an old job behind and living your passion, starting your own YouTube channel, starting your own business of pottery, whatever it may be, and just living a life that that is going to take time to learn the mastery of your craft. And perhaps you're already in that mastery, and you're going to retire in that way. And that's where this King of Pentacles is here. You know, he had a vision and has a vision for his life and what he gets to create, and knowing that. So get clear on what you want to do. Ask for assistance. Creativity and fertility are right there. I mean, that is beautiful goddess energy. And when we go into the wave, especially for masculine, you know, masculine energy, when sometimes, especially if masculine, if you reside in your masculine and you identify as masculine, it can be very hard to switch over into your feminine aspect of creativity, because it's very fluid and it's changing, and that can feel very unsteady. And so ground into your masculine and focus of what you want, but you've got to tap into the unknown of risk to create new things. And the King of Pentacles energy is really about having a vision, but it's also tapping into the Queen of Pentacles of the unknown. And so it is risk. Like, you know, goddess energy is, you know, if you look at evolution and how it's like, okay, well, legs don't work, so, or fins don't work, so now we're going to sprout legs, and it's throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. And it's kind of like the creation of our own life. We kind of do the same thing in our own evolution. It's having the courage enough to throw the spaghetti at the wall and see the mess that happens because of it. And so when we switch gears and we switch things around, it can be very scary to do that. But sometimes that's the only way with which we get out of our box and create something new. It never happens without the element of risk and uncertainty. And so that's that beautiful goddess energy that can be extremely powerful, but extremely scary and ungrounding. So tap into your God energy of grounding yourself and creating a plan, looking at the analytics to see what's working and what isn't working, staying focused with masculine or God energy, but have action with your goddess power. Now, whatever isn't working in your life, you've got there's definitely some energy with this this Ten of Swords. He's just, yeah, this is the things that hadn't worked in life, or the job that is feeling very weighed down. With the Tower energy, it's either things coming to an end or you're going to upheaval things. The caution is that with Mercury in retrograde, we can do a lot of things that perhaps maybe we didn't mean to do. So have a lot of thought. Leo's had a great message in there of the stillness and the pause of life and communication, and I really feel that that's a really beautiful message, especially this time of Mercury shadow and retrograde, is that we can react so quickly, and really when we respond rather than react, and then we take the magic of the pause. The pause is this magical infinite space between what is done and between that and now the reaction or the response, and we can either choose either or. And so it's really beautiful to take those moments of the pause and really reflect on what is the wise course to communicate. So be really careful right now. Tower moments are not necessarily bad. It's just the universe working in our favor to move us in the direction that we really want. But we really want to focus on communicating in a way that is powerful and the direction that we really want to maintain relationships and build them rather than break them down. And then of course, yeah, sometimes the relationships that aren't serving us, they're not in our highest good, they get to go away. And I I always say to let whatever stays in your world stay, and then what's serving you and what isn't serving you, let it go, let it walk away, let the Tower moment happen, and let it come undone, because we don't want to be holding on to things that are not in vibrational alignment with us. So I love your energy, Sag. It's absolutely beautiful and wonderful. It's very abundant. So of course, like I said, check out your rising and your moon sign so that you can have a fuller scope of the messages that are there for you today. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks so much. Bye.